sanctuary. We just flew here. We're gonna just pick up some. We are going to pick up some more because we can calibrate these things. Theoretically. Oh goodness. One. Got 8 of them out here on Sanctuary. We gotta do. I don't really care what the price of ore is. I don't sell it. I use it myself. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, it's going to be a tough one. Well, wasn't so tough after all. All right. There's the push tile. And I think we'll pull probably about 180K off 2 tiles. I have plenty of ore. It's just that no sense letting it here. And I do come out about every 4 days and pick it up. Had a couple flowers out on Matus that I shut down because of the price of ore. It's not worth running a flower anymore out there. Time involved, travel time, price of ore just wasn't worth my time and effort as far as I was concerned. I don't really sell ore. I mean, I did when I had the flowers out there. Because I would pull, I don't know, 2 containers full off of Matus when I went out there and did the 2 flowers. But like I say, at low prices that ore is now, this was not worth my effort. Weren't very profitable. As long as it was good and profitable, I would do it, but they no longer run bots. And so the price crashed to, I don't know, around 10 a liter, 10 to quanta a liter, which to me is just not that I needed the money. I do pretty much make everything myself that I want. I don't have to buy shit. And I did make a killing while the bots were running. But once they stopped the bots, it just wasn't worth the effort. If I actually needed more ore, I'd do more asteroids. I do an asteroid once in a while just for shits and grins. Once again, I don't need the ore. I think I have over five large containers with large talents full of ore right now. Over 5. So it's not like I need the ore, and I do a lot of crafting. As long as I've got enough for myself, I really don't care. Like I say, the prices are so low, I'm not going to use it to make money. It's not worth my effort. Is that all of it? No. Most of it. And just one, that's about what I average on pickup, like I say. And we'll go out and do the other one. I didn't even check to see if it picked up everything spawned. It's not like I need it, it's just that I'm not going to waste it. So I'll go out and pick it up. And that's all I have out here on these 2 tiles on Sanctuary, mining units. I do all my crafting on Haven. All my building and stuff. All right. I don't even get excited if I don't get a full calibration anymore. I don't really care. I've got plenty. If I was having to chase ore, it'd be a different story, but I don't. We may not get a full one here. Well, how about that? Like I say, I come out here about every 4 days, run the calibrations. And it's really the crafting in the game, the building things that I really like. Different strokes for different folks. So it's going to be interesting. It'll miss it. Oh, goodness. Oh, I don't think we're going to hit it. Oh. And we are not going to hit it, and I'm not going to worry about it. Well, went to the wrong side. I considered going over there, as you saw, and just that I talked myself out of it. No biggie. Say it's not that I need Dior. And a lot of people calibrate a different way than I do. I don't make no claims to what is better, what is not better. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Just a mini game, needle in a haystack thing. That's all of them. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're just about done out here. Oh, the lovely pending operation is lovely. Oh, looks like that's everything. Alright, we'll head on back to ship. See what we got here. Yep, it's about the same, about 30 a unit. Changes sometimes. Well, 120K out here. And there is still ore lying on the ground around here. I just don't care to pick it up. Just say I'm not chasing ore, so it doesn't really make a big difference to me. Alright, everything's done. There's another piece of shit laying over there. Yeah, it is. Might as well pick it up. Alright. And like I say, we're not anywhere near full, as you can see. What, 70%, 68%. It's a full container, a large container, I should say. Alright. We'll head back to Haven. Let's see. Set up the and we're on our way. Yeah, she shows it's got 2 disabled modules. It's actually 2 outboard space engines. They're not disabled, just for some reason they just won't heal up to full. They're 1 point short of being fully done, and I was gonna replace the engines. I just can't see any reason to do it. Doesn't seem to make any difference. DU devs did come out one time and restore them right, and they just went back to 1 point short, and I don't really care, so like I say, it doesn't seem to affect anything except it shows up as they're disabled. Something wrong with the DU, their program. People still trying to scan for T2 shit better on these planets and moons. I did over 1,000 tiles. I finally said, fuck it. They made it so rare that it just isn't even worth looking for. Just a waste of your damn time. And that's all they like to do, the devs in this game. They love making time sinks. Just waste your time. Yeah, they want new players, but they make it impossible for the new players to gain anything. They want them to do their shitty little hauling missions into deep space to get shot up by PvPers. Like I say, the devs, they really don't know how to make a game. They want to turn this into a PvP only game, and it's just not that good. The PvP in this game is just god awful as far as I'm concerned. For me, the fun part is the crafting in the game. You can make a whole lot of stuff, and it's kind of interesting to figure out what you can make and ships and all that stuff, and how good looking you can make them. But they want to bank their bag on their shitty PvP, which is not really PvP, it's long-range sniping. It is boring as hell. It's not exciting. So I just don't do it. It just doesn't interest me. It's just such a bad system. I mean, there are people who like it, you know, to each their own. But the masses don't like it because they don't do it. It's that simple. And they lose more players. They had a big release. Got all these new players, and their stuff is so bad that people just quit after the first month. And it's not like people can buy the game. They have to subscribe. They made it a subscription game, so people aren't going to pay $15 a month for nothing to do. And if I wasn't on DAX, I wouldn't be playing either. I will be bored with crafting before my DACs run out. I mean, even hunting asteroids is boring, and they've changed it up, so now it's even, yeah, I could say, I don't know. I don't understand developing. I don't understand what people try to go for. I know they fail. I mean, pretties in this game doesn't sell it. It's just very basic graphics, something you would get 20 years ago. I mean, it's not butt ugly, but it's not cutting edge by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, what you see out there is space. It's the same you see everywhere. All the planets so far, I haven't been to Tamriel. I don't have any idea to go to the new planet, but all the planets are butt ugly. Alias off, it's probably the best of the bunch, and it's not all that great. I can say the graphics are not that high tech. Pretty basic graphics. I don't see the game lasting years. Hopefully they'll keep enough people playing that it'll stay running, but I even doubt that. Chat is a little busy right now, but normally I come in and it's dead. There's nobody talking. And the people that are talking, it's always the same. It's not like you see new players. like I say, I don't know. I don't know what they think they're selling. If they think they're selling a PvP game, they are just badly mistaken. It's just not a good PvP game. The voxels and stuff, the crafting, I would think that's what they would have hung their hat on, to sell the game. Because you could really make a lot of neat shit. But they kind of like throw that out the window. They don't care. And they're making resources to get so hard for new players, they can't do nothing except run the same shitty NPC missions over and over again. You know how boring that gets when you're stuck in a game loop that just is a repeat. I have not run a mission since I started. Of course, I played beta and I knew how to make money. And I'm not interested in making money as long as I've got enough to do what I need to do. I don't sell my ore. I go out and collect what I need or what I want for what I build. Like I say, to each their own. I still have fun with it because I'm still crafting. Like I say, I don't even get off planet much. This is basically all I do to get off planet is I come out here to Sanctuary and calibrate the mines I have out here. I mean, I did used to run to Matus a couple times a week, but like I say, it was so non-profitable and it wasn't worth my time and effort. Hour trip out, hour back, I couldn't make enough money to buy warp cells with it. So, like I say, it's why bother? And this trip is so short, nothing exciting about it. I usually let my autopilot take care of it. I'm running Archud. Depending on the circumstances, I won't use it. Archud doesn't like heavy ships. This one's not heavy enough to worry about it. Archud will kill you if you don't have enough talents. You got an overloaded ship or things like that, or it will kill you if you want to trust it, but don't. But I have enough talents now. This ship, even though it's 3/4 full, it's not heavy compared to my talents because I have all the lift and everything it needs. And it'll put me right on spot where I have it set to the ground. I used to have it set, this particular ship, onto one of my landing pads, and I changed it because I've been moving shit around. And I don't want it to land on top of another ship or run into a pad. And there's nothing wrong with using arch HUD like I'm using here. Just make sure you have good callants and you're not running an overloaded ship. If you're doing either one of those things, it will kill you. Trust me. It works good within its limits. But as soon as you think it's working good enough that you can walk away from the keyboard while it's flying, you'll come back dead. It never seems to fail. But a lot of it has to do with how you set up the parameters for it. Arch HUD is very aggressive. And if your ship is not up to the task, it will kill you. An overloaded ship, I guarantee you, is not up to the task. Or weak thrusters, weak thrust. So many things that Arch HUD has trouble with if you do not have high talents. Ships that you can land just fine, Arch HUD will get you killed. And this is the starter planet, Haven. And it's one of the ugliest planets out there. I mean, you would think they would have made the starter planet appealing to new players, but they didn't. It's pretty much butt ugly, like all the other planets. I just don't understand. I don't understand how the devs think. Sanctuary is actually a pretty planet. You can find some really nice areas on it. Here, there's not even any water on the ground. I mean, it shows water over there. That's, you land, it's not there. There is no water. Oh, you can dig for it, but you can't actually see a lake. Trees are real scrubby. Like I say, it's an ugly planet. Their starter planet is butt ugly. That goes to show you what the devs actually think about their own game. Why would you make an ugly starter planet? To get people to move off of it? That's about a stupid reason. If you don't want people to be on it, why do you put them on it to begin with? Such is life. And the LODs in this game are really bad. Pretty short range. And there's our base. And the pyramid type structure there is my current project. Almost done on the outside except for a little section there at the top. See how aggressive it is to land? Like I say, if you do not have the talents, it will smack you into the ground. It is that aggressive. We'll go ahead and put it on the pad. Whoa, okay, let's I just happen to know where the pad's at, so I'm not looking for it, so we're just going to sneak up on it here. And I do have a bunch of ships, different sizes, different things. I happen to know that I'm tall enough off the ground with my talents on the 42 meters, so I knew I could get up on the pad. It would smack right into it if I didn't have the talents. Okay, we'll go ahead and land it. And we are back on base. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this load. As you can see, about time I'm going to have to add another large container, because even though I am building that pyramid over there and it's on a large core, we may not get it all in here. And we're not. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to put it, we're going to go up here and put it in, whoops, maybe we are. We're going to put it in here, because we can. It's almost full. But I've been building this one, so I wanted a heavy load in it, so I could, when I did the build, I could tell what it was going to do. Alright, we'll go over here. It looks like a misty day out there. Why am I getting caught on something here? Let's see, everything looks good. This looks like it needs something. How about that? Okay. Still on the, I'm making two new large cores. Is what I'm doing there. Come on. See, this lag in this game for nobody to be here is really pretty bad. Really pretty bad. Oh, come on now. Which one is it? This one? Yes. Okay, that'll get the connectors back going. We'll go ahead and switch over to get off that container that it's on. We'll put it on this one. Okay, we're on. Let's see, we should have plenty of white pattern brick made to finish this. In fact, I probably ought to go off. Man, is that going to be enough? I might need one more load. It should have had one more load going. Why didn't run out of schematics maybe? No, 88 left. So did this run out of schematics? Yes. This will be out of schematics. No. So what the hell's the deal here? Missing input. Pure oxygen. Well, ain't that a bitch? Where does it get the pure oxygen? Maybe we'll get it off of one of these. Alright, where are you hiding pure oxygen? 152 liters. I should have some more in one of these containers. If not, I'll have to go downstairs and got it. Get it. Well, I'll be damned. Huh. That's something. Caught me with no oxygen. I'm a dying. Pure oxygen. We're just going to go ahead and grab all this because it should have more. don't need to make it. I should have plenty stuck around somewhere, but, well, come on. Okay, we want this container, I believe. Isn't this where we're getting our stuff to make bricks? No. I got so many things going here, so we'll have to find it. This one, yes. So I'm gonna have to wait. There we go. Started it back up. So I took care of that and forgot about the oxygen. So now we'll have to make some up. I do not think 250 liters of brick will finish that. In fact, I know it won't. It'll probably take 400, so I'm going to have to wait till it does another load before I go ahead. Work on that. I do believe. We'll go over here and check and see. Like I say, we got two large cores. Large cores we're working on to do, and not quite got enough common. Everything else is good. And this is making the uncommon core in about 15 minutes. And the reason is you notice this is a large core on this one. And I did not make the bottom in part of that core because I was going to snap a core to it. And that's why I'm making it. So the bottom will get under here. And I really don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But we'll do something. But we'll snap a large core under here and then dig down. I need to snap a medium core underneath this to finish the bottom on it. And this is a whole lot of honeycomb in this thing. Let me tell you. A lot of honeycomb. And just going to put glass floors in it. And I got an idea now how to make a circular staircase we're going to try and make. I'm going to work on it. That's basically the center spot. It's off a little bit. The doors there, the tunnel, it is in. I need to patch the holes because I didn't really care when I was snapping to it. If it missed a little bit, because I can go back and fix it and repair it. So we'll have this done. And of course, working on this one still. I got so many projects going. This is actually eventually going to be full of dispensers of different sizes and types. Some of them are set up, not very many of them. Some floors are shut off. Next floor is where the storage is for the dispensers. The other floors are shut down. This is the penthouse on the top. As you can see, it's not even finished. Like I said, I got projects going everywhere. That's the conference room. This is the lounge area. Lots of projects. Like I say, the crafting is what I find fun, so yeah. And it does have a pad on the top, very top. It does have a launch pad, landing pad, whatever you want to call it. Like I say, what I find fun, other people find fun is different. But it has a pad up here. It'll take a medium ship, a full medium core. I notice, see, this happens to be the screen down there that I'm going to have to lower half a voxel. The view up here is excellent. If the planet was pretty, instead of being butt ugly, it would really be nice. But we're working on it. We're doing things. I made a comment about some people are making cities, and one of my friends said, well, you practically got a city here yourself. And I thought, well, you're probably right. I might as well go ahead and make one. So we're working on it. Like I say, when I get bored with the crafting, I'll probably be done with the game. I hate to say that, but I'm not going to pay a subscription For game I don't do, and yes, I have designed and made all these ships. They all fly really, really well. The only one I didn't design is the one we took to Sanctuary. This is what I call it, a prowler. I think the designer calls it a harpy. And I made changes to it to suit my taste, but really they're just things like I didn't like it having hover engines on it, things like that I changed. I didn't think it had the right adjusters on it. I changed the adjusters to the size I preferred. But the ship is his, the design is his. And I bought it on the fly-in, I don't know, whenever they had the fly-in. I bought the blueprint for it, and he was actually selling the blueprint for really reasonable for what most people in this game sell blueprints for. So I bought it and made one because I just thought it was a really sharp-looking ship. And it flies really good. I mean, I made changes, but I didn't have to make changes. It's just my personal preferences. There's an ash tracker, asteroid chaser, 2 full containers, all advanced freight engines in it. So it's not too bad on fuel. This is the cargo. This is basically the same ship, only it's just for cargo. And it's got all advanced engines, the military, so it's quick for what it is. And here's here's a fresh one that I'm making, construction. Not in any big hurry, been working on it for a while now, but this is one, and I'll eventually sell it. And I've sold a couple of these Tempests. It has 3 small containers in it. But this is my go-to ship just to go around places. It carries enough cargo to 35,000 kiloliters, I guess. And it's really quick, even the stock version's quick. Now, my personal one's over here, the green one, and it's really tricked out. It's got things like advanced military motors and advanced, so it's really quick, and it gets to top speed in about 3 SU, but I've got it tricked out, and nothing anybody needs. Just my personal ship. One of them. I got a lot of them, as you can tell. These have never been flown on this pad. These are all brand new ships, never been flown, which I will sell turnkey when somebody wants them. And I've sold a couple and had to buy replacements. Sway's parked over here, and he has one of the Tempests, and there it is. All right, I guess we'll get out of here while we're waiting for more honeycomb to finish up the outside of that. It should have been finished. I didn't realize it didn't have any oxygen in there. The honeycomb would have been made. But yeah, 200 liters is not going to be enough to finish that big hole in the side. So we're going to go ahead and do something else for a while instead of running around here and doing nothing. So I thank you for watching. Have a good day, people.